Sandra, are you at home right now?
Yeah, I'm home. Why? What's going on?
What about work? I thought you said you'd be picking up more shifts this month.
Wait, what? I've been taking more shifts this month, and am working around 45 hours a week now. And as for today, my shift is already over. I'm just at home watching some anime now, trying to relax.
Sandra, I've been holding back for a long time, but honestly, I've reached my limit. I guess now is the best time for this.
Dad, what are you trying to say?
Ever since you failed your high school entrance exams, I've been watching and waiting, hoping you'd turn things around. I thought you'd figure something out, that you'd find a way to do something meaningful with your life. But all I've seen is you spending your days doing part-time jobs and lazing around the house.
That's not true.
And look at your brother Sage. He's been studying hard and now he's attending medical school.
Yeah, I know.
So while your younger brother is pursuing a future as a doctor, you, as his older sister, are nothing but a complete failure.
Don't say it like that. That's so harsh. I'm doing my part. I've been working part-time jobs and making sure I contribute financially to the household.
Shut up! I can't stand enabling your behavior anymore. You're nothing but a useless parasite, a high school dropout. Even your brother feels the same way.
What? That's ridiculous. There's no way Sage would say something like that.
He would and he did. Unlike you, he's someone who works hard. He's dedicated to his goals and achieving them. You, on the other hand, are lazy. Your presence here is nothing but a bad influence. You need to leave this house.
Is that how Mom feels too?
I haven't talked to her about it yet, but I know she must feel the same. She works so hard every day to support Sage. She's been paying his tuition, over $200,000 already. She works tirelessly to make sure he has everything he needs. Our entire family is working hard for Sage's future. And you? What are you doing?
I've been trying to help too. I want to support Sage however I can.
Don't lie! What could someone like you, a high school dropout with no prospects, possibly do to help?
I mean, if it's about the tuition, Mom is the one who's paying for it. You haven't contributed anything, so I don't think you have the right to criticize me.
Don't talk back to me! I've had enough of your excuses! Pack your things and get out of this house!
Wait, you can't just tell me to leave out of nowhere. Where am I supposed to go? Finding a place to live isn't something I can do overnight.
Then start looking now! Get ready to leave! If you're not out within a month, I'll make sure you're kicked out myself!
This is insane. Mom, do you have a moment?
Yes, I'm just finishing work and heading home now. What's wrong?
I just got a message from Dad. He's telling me I have to leave the house.
What? What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense.
He told me that because I'm a high school dropout and not doing enough, I'm a bad influence on Sage and I have to move out.
What? What is he even saying?
He said Sage feels the same way.
That's absurd. He has no right to say something like that.
I tried to tell him that, but...
You know, I think something changed in him after Sage got into medical school. It's like he suddenly started acting like he's better than everyone, even though he hasn't done anything himself. It's embarrassing.
But if Sage really feels that way...
Sandra, that doesn't sound like Sage at all. I can't imagine him saying anything like that.
I don't know, Mom. Dad sounded pretty sure.
Why would you even believe that?
It's just... Sage has been acting differently toward me. He used to look up to me as his older sister, but ever since he got into med school, it's like he's been looking down on me. I can feel it.
Sandra, I think you're reading too much into this. Sage wouldn't think that way about you.
Maybe, but if it's true, then maybe I really should leave.
No, you don't have to do that. If anything, we should confront them together.
No, Mom, that's not necessary. There's no need to bring it up.
But...
I'll talk to save myself. If it turns out that Dad was right and Sage really does think I'm a burden, then I'll leave.
Sandra, you don't have to go that far.
It's okay, Mom. If leaving means everyone else will be happier, then it's the right thing to do. I just wanted to let you know ahead of time. If I do leave, I'll need your help finding a place.
If that's what you really want, I won't stop you. But I can't say I agree with any of this.
Thank you. Just come home soon, okay? We can talk about it more then.
I will. Let's figure this out together.
Sandra, what is it? I got your message saying you wanted to talk, but honestly, I'm swamped with assignments and training right now. I don't really have time to deal with anything extra.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you or take up too much of your time. I really needed to talk for a moment. It's important.
Fine, but make it quick.
Okay, so Dad told me something earlier that's been bothering me a lot. He said I should leave the house. He claims that my presence is having a bad influence on you, and then he said something that really hurt. He told me you feel the same way. Is that true? Do you think I shouldn't be here anymore? Or is Dad just exaggerating, making things up to push me out?
Oh, that.
Yeah? So, is it true? Please just tell me honestly.
Honestly? Yeah, it's true. I've felt for a while now that having you around is, well, it's not exactly ideal. It's frustrating, to put it lightly.
I see. So that's how you feel. I guess I should have realized, but it's still hard to hear.
To be fair, I thought I'd been making it pretty obvious with my attitude, but clearly you didn't pick up on it. In a way, I kind of envy how oblivious you've been to the tension.
But why? Why do you see me as such a burden? I've never tried to interfere with your life or stop you from achieving anything. I stay out of your way as much as I can.
Sandra, it's not about you doing anything actively to bother me. The issue is, well, being a high school dropout, honestly, it makes you a nuisance just by existing in the same space. You're like a constant reminder of failure, a bad smell that lingers and won't go away.
A bad smell? That's what you think of me? Just because I didn't finish high school, you think I'm worthless? That's not fair. People are more than their academic achievements, Sage. Everyone has their own path, their own strengths. Just because I didn't excel in school doesn't mean I have no value.
Maybe that's true for some people, but let's be real. When I look at you, I don't see someone who's doing anything meaningful with their life. Compared to me, a medical student, someone who's actually working hard to make something of himself, you don't hold a candle. I can't respect someone who doesn't even try.
I am trying, Sage. I've been working part-time jobs to contribute to the household. I'm not just sitting around doing nothing. I've been doing my part.
Doing your part? Please! You barely scraped together enough to call it a contribution. And let's not even get started on how much more you could be doing if you had just put in a little effort back in school. Honestly, it's embarrassing to even associate with you.
That's so cruel. I'm your sister, Sage. I've always supported you, always been proud of your accomplishments. Why can't you see that?
Support? Is that what you call it? Standing on the sidelines and doing the bare minimum while Mom and Dad sacrifice everything to put me through medical school? That's not support. That's just you coasting while everyone else works hard.
That's not fair. You know I've always wanted to help more, but...
But what? You couldn't be bothered to try harder when it actually mattered? Look, I don't care about your excuses. The bottom line is that you're a burden. It's time for you to face reality. If leaving the house is what it takes for you to stop dragging us down, then so be it.
I can't believe this. Is this really how you felt all along? Did you ever care about me as your sister, or was I always just a nuisance to you?
I don't see how this is relevant. Whether I care about you or not doesn't change the fact that your presence here is doing more harm than good. The sooner you leave, the better it will be for everyone.
Fine. If that's what you want, then I'll leave. But don't expect me to come running back if things don't go the way you planned. I hope you'll be happy without me here.
Trust me, I will be. Just make sure you don't take too long to pack up. Dad's already given you a deadline, hasn't he? Better stick to it.
I can't believe how cold you become, Sage. What happened to the little brother who used to look up to me? The one who used to value family above everything else. Where did he go?
That version of me grew up, Sandra. Maybe it's time you did the same. You can't keep living in the past, thinking things will work out just because we're family. Life doesn't work like that.
I see. Well, if that's how you feel, then I guess there's nothing left to say. I'll start packing tonight.
Good. The sooner you're gone, the better.
Goodbye, Sage. I hope you find the happiness you're looking for, even if it means stepping on the people who cared about you to get there.
Whatever you say, Sandra. Goodbye.
Father, I'm leaving the house now.
Honestly, I can't believe it. You've been here for a whole month already. Just get out of my house already.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
And just so you know, I never want to see you again. I don't want you to have anything to do with Sage either. Don't go near him.
Oh, is that so? Well, then I guess it's settled. We're officially done with each other.
That's right. Don't ever contact me again, or I swear you won't be allowed near my life anymore.
You don't have to tell me twice. I'm more than happy to comply.
Raina, can I talk to you for a minute?
Oh, what's the matter now?
I went to check the mail earlier and there was a letter from Sage's university.
Oh, what did it say?
I opened it and it turns out it was a letter reminding us to pay Sage's tuition fees. I'm a bit confused. What's going on with that?
Well, that's certainly a problem, isn't it? I guess you should pay it, don't you think?
Hold on a second. Paying the tuition is your responsibility, not mine. You know I don't make enough money to cover it, right?
Yes, I know. You're right about that.
But seriously, you should take care of the tuition. If you don't pay by the end of this month, he's going to be kicked out of school.
What do you expect me to do about it?
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, I haven't paid for it.
Hold on. Are you serious right now? Don't make jokes about this. Sage's future is at stake here.
I know, I'm not joking. This is serious.
Then how is Sage able to attend college? What about the $200,000 tuition that's already been paid?
That was all paid for by Sandra.
Wait. Stop making these crazy jokes. This isn't the time.
I'm not joking, it's the truth.
There's no way Sandra could afford to pay that much. She's a high school dropout who works part-time at a convenience store.
Wow, you're really being harsh. That's your daughter you're talking about.
Well, it's the truth, isn't it? You can't deny it.
You remember how much Sage loved anime, right?
Yeah, I know all too well. She was obsessed with it. All she ever did was watch anime and ignore her studies. That's why she failed the entrance exams after all.
Well, she loved anime so much that she secretly started cosplaying.
Cosplay?
Yeah, that's right. She started posting cosplay pictures online, and it got so popular that she even started getting invited to events. She was drawing huge crowds at them. Have you heard of Mei-chan? They treat her like a goddess on the internet.
I don't know what you're talking about. What does that even have to do with anything?
Well, her cosplay pictures and the events she did were bringing in a lot of money, and she used all that to pay for her tuition.
What? Are you serious?
I know I'm working hard, but there's no way I can make enough to send Sage to medical school, you know? But when I was struggling with it, Sandra came up with a suggestion.
That's impossible! No way! Even if it were true, why didn't you tell me about it?
Well, she didn't want you to find out that she was cosplaying, and she didn't want Sage to feel guilty or burdened either. That's why she had me pretend that I was paying for everything.
But she worked part-time at a convenience store. She wasn't making that much.
She said she wanted to give back to the workplace that had helped her, so she volunteered to pick up extra shifts.
Wait, so she was really making that much money?
Yes, exactly. I'm telling you, that's what happened.
Then why hasn't the payment been made yet?
Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? She's not family anymore, so why would she pay someone else's tuition fees?
Wait a minute, are you seriously saying that?
Well, since you kicked Sandra out, I guess it's your responsibility to pay the tuition, don't you think?
What do you mean by that? I didn't kick Sandra out just for Sake's sake.
Well, if you kick Sandra out for Sage's sake, then it's your job to take care of the tuition, right?
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Well, I'm telling you, I can't pay it. It's not going to happen. So don't bother asking me.
So you don't care what happens to your own son, huh?
Oh, and just so you know, I'm leaving this house too. The divorce papers are on the living room table.
What? What do you mean by that?
I mean, I've had enough of you two. I can't stand living with you anymore. I'm done.
No, you can't be serious. You can't just do that.
From now on, you two can live together happily. I'm done. Goodbye.
Sandra, it's your father. Where are you right now?
Father? I don't have a father.
Hey, this isn't the time to be talking about that. This is an emergency.
Well, it's because you and I should be estranged. We're not family anymore, remember?
I was wrong, okay?
What? Wait, you're taking back what you said earlier? You're saying that you were wrong about that?
I misunderstood everything. I take it all back.
So, what do you want from me now?
I heard from your mother that you've been paying for Sage's tuition fees. Is that true? You've been helping him without saying anything to anyone?
Oh, you heard about that, did you?
Yes, I did. You've been secretly helping us out with that. I'm really grateful. Thank you. And I'm so sorry for the way I treated you, for how I made fun of you before. I should have never done that.
It's alright, I'm not angry anymore. You don't need to apologize.
I knew you'd understand, but wow, it's amazing how much you're making from cosplay. You've always been a beautiful person, so I guess it makes sense that you're doing well.
I wouldn't say it's because of my looks. Honestly, I think I've just been lucky. And I'm here now because so many people have supported me along the way. I've had help from so many people who believed in me.
I see. So now you're living on your own, right?
Yeah, that's right. I've been living on my own for a while now.
So, how about it? Why don't you come back home? We misunderstood you. We were wrong.
Oh, really? You're saying that now?
Yeah, that's right. And Sage will be happy to have you back too. We'll all be a family again if you come back.
That sounds nice, but no thanks. I don't want to go back.
What? Why not?
Before I had to work secretly to make sure you didn't find out. But since I started living alone, I've been able to fully focus on my work. It's been great. I've got all my costumes at home. And I started streaming on YouTube too. Because of that, I've been able to gain more recognition, and now I'm getting more job opportunities. The environment I'm in now is the best for my work. I'm in a place where I can do what I love and focus on my career. So no, I won't go back to your house.
I get it. You're doing something you love and you're succeeding at it. I'm proud of you for that, and I want to support you. I really do. Whatever you want to do, I'll back you up as much as I can.
Even if you say that, it's not enough for me.
And you know, don't you think families should live together, should be there for each other?
Yeah, I think that's how it should be. Families should stick together.
So you agree with me, right?
But didn't you call me a parasite and throw me out? You treated me like that, and now you want me to come back? Just like that?
No, listen, I misunderstood everything back then. I thought you were just a high school dropout, living as a part-timer, not doing anything serious. That's why I said that. But I was wrong. I now realize how wrong I was.
So you really thought I was just a useless high school dropout? That I wasn't worth anything?
Yes, I really thought that, and I'm so sorry for that now.
Well, I'm still a high school dropout, and I guess you could say that the cosplay work I do is still a hobby. So your original idea of me wasn't entirely wrong. But things are different now. I've grown and changed. And I'm not going to let anyone make me feel less than what I am anymore.
You know, I can't believe you're saying that. You've really impressed me. You're doing well, and I respect that, but...
Wait, are you saying that you only respect me now because I'm making money? Is that it?
No, it's not just about the money. You've worked hard, and that's what I respect.
So now you want me to pay for Sage's education, don't you? Is that why you're acting so nice to me now?
Well, yeah, I'm asking you to help him. You're his sister, and you've got the means to help. Please, don't ruin his future because of this. He's got so much potential. Don't let it all go to waste.
You're right, I want to help, but I'm not responsible for Sage's life anymore. He's your son, not mine. You want me to fix everything for him, but I'm not going to do that. I don't care what happens to him anymore, because honestly, he's not my problem. He's not my responsibility anymore. I've got enough of my own to worry about. You really think I can just say sorry and make everything okay again? Do you really think you can make up for all that by just saying sorry and fixing things with one gesture?
Huh?
Do you have any idea how much it hurt me when you told me we were estranged? It wasn't just a little thing. You said it like it was nothing, but it cuts deep. Don't just try to laugh it off or brush it aside like it doesn't matter. It matters a lot to me.
I know! I really am sorry, and I promise I'll do everything I can to make up for it. I will, really!
No, I don't want to hear your empty promises. Stay away from me and Mom. That's the only way you can start making things right. Don't come near us ever again.
You're not in contact with your mother, are you?
Actually, yes, I've been talking to her. She's living with me now, by the way.
So you're living with her now? And you want me to sign divorce papers?
Yes, exactly. If you feel any guilt or regret for what you did to me, the best thing you can do is sign the divorce papers and send them over. That's the only thing I really want from you. And don't ever contact us again after that. I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore.
But what about Sage? Don't you care about him at all?
I'm done. I'm not getting involved in your family issues anymore. If you care about Sage, it's your responsibility to take care of him. But I'm out of this. Don't try to pull me back in.
Sandra, please, you have to pay for the tuition!
Sage, stop contacting me. Didn't you hear from Dad?
Yeah, I did, and I tried everything to pay the tuition, even using scholarships and whatever I could, but no matter what I do, it's never enough. So please, if you could just cover this much, I'd really appreciate it.
And tell that to Dad.
He hasn't been coming home lately. He's completely abandoned me.
That man, I can't believe him.
Please, just this once, if I become a doctor, I'll definitely pay you back, I swear!
No, I can't do that. I don't want to.
Sandra, why not?
The thing is, I'm against you becoming a doctor.
Huh?
I don't want someone with an elitist mindset, someone who thinks middle school dropouts like me have no worth becoming a doctor. I wouldn't want to trust my life to someone like that.
But I admit I went too far when I said that.
The fact that you even think like that means you don't deserve to be a doctor.
But I'll change my way of thinking, I swear! I promise you that!
Also, I can't forgive you for how you treated Mom.
That's not true!
So when you decided to get a divorce, did you contact Mom at all?
I couldn't even think about it. I was so caught up in everything else.
Fine. I love Mom, and I won't forgive anyone who insults her no matter what.
Why are you so intense about that?
You know, when I failed the high school entrance exam, I felt completely crushed. I thought I was a hopeless person. I was really hard on myself. But Mom, she loved me for who I was. Even when I felt like I was worthless, she always told me that there was something special about me, something only I could do. She told me to find that thing and enjoy life, that I should find my own path and that she would always support me. It was because of her love and encouragement that I was able to shift my mindset and eventually discover cosplay as a way to express myself. To me, Mom is the greatest benefactor in my life, the person who helped me see the value in myself. And now you're acting like she doesn't matter, like she can be discarded. How could you say those things about her? How could you treat her like that?
I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong, I admit that, but please, come back to our house with Mom. I'm struggling here doing all the housework by myself. It's tough, I'm overwhelmed and exhausted, and it's not easy to manage everything on my own. I need help.
I don't care what happens to you. You've become this elite now, right? You should be able to do everything on your own. You don't need anyone. Not me, not Mom. You'll just figure everything out by yourself. Just stop involving us in your life. Just stop reaching out to me. We're done.
Sandra, wait, please!
I'm not your sister anymore. I'm not a part of your life, not a part of your family. My only family is Mom. You're not welcome to come back into our lives. You've already hurt us too much. Don't try to twist things and expect me to just forget everything you've done. I won't.
Sandra, please, I just wanted help! Sandra!
Mom, did you hear from Sage earlier?
Ah, yes. About the tuition fees.
Yeah, I told him clearly that I can't help.
I'm sorry. I should have raised them better and made sure they turned out more responsible.
Mom, it's not your fault. You've always been there for me and Sage, paying attention to both of us, trying your best. It's not your fault that Sage grew up the way he did without learning anything.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I'm just happy you've grown up to be such a fine person. You're my pride and joy.
And you're the best mom to me. I'm really grateful for everything you've done. After that, Sage found himself in a challenging situation. He was unable to pay for his tuition fees, which led him to make the difficult decision to drop out of university. This was a pivotal moment for him, as he had always envisioned himself graduating and eventually working in a field he was passionate about. Dropping out was not an easy choice, and it meant abandoning the dreams he had worked hard toward. He had spent countless years studying to get into university, and now it seemed like it was all for nothing. It was heartbreaking for him to realize that his journey in higher education had come to an unexpected and premature end. Despite the setback, Sage was determined to not give up. He decided to pursue his medical career by applying to another medical school. He thought that if he could somehow manage to save enough money, he might be able to transfer to a different institution where he could complete his studies. He believed that by working part-time jobs, he would be able to accumulate enough funds to pay for his tuition. After all, he thought if he worked hard enough, surely he could overcome the financial obstacles standing in his way. He was motivated and filled with a sense of purpose, believing that this was his best option moving forward. However, the reality of the situation proved to be far more difficult than Sage had anticipated. Earning enough money to cover the cost of a medical education was not as simple as it seemed. Even though Sage worked multiple part-time jobs, it quickly became apparent that he would not be able to save up the tens of thousands of dollars he needed anytime soon. The financial burden was too great, and no matter how many hours he worked, he could not seem to make the progress he had hoped for. The idea of paying for medical school became an insurmountable obstacle, and with each passing day, Sage's dream of becoming a doctor seemed farther and farther away. As the weeks turned into months, Sage's enthusiasm for pursuing his dream began to wane. It became clear that the path he had set for himself was not as viable as he had hoped. The initial determination he had felt slowly faded into frustration and disappointment. It was an overwhelming feeling of helplessness that took over him. He had worked so hard and had given so much of himself to his education, only to find that his aspirations were slipping through his fingers. The dream of becoming a doctor, which had once been his driving force, was now a distant memory. Eventually, Sage came to a painful realization. Despite his best efforts, he would not be able to pursue a medical degree. His dream was no longer attainable, and there was no clear path forward. He had worked tirelessly, sacrificing his time and energy in the hope of achieving his goal, but now it seemed that all of that effort had been in vain. It was a crushing blow to his spirit, and it left him feeling directionless. With his sense of purpose evaporated, and he found himself unsure of what to do next. Without a plan, he began to float through life, unsure of how to move forward. Over time, Sage's lifestyle became one of stagnation. He was no longer striving for a specific goal or chasing after a dream. Instead, he found himself taking on random part-time jobs just to get by, without any real sense of fulfillment or purpose. His days blended together in a monotonous routine, each one feeling the same as the last. He was merely going through the motions of life without any excitement or ambition. This was not the life he had envisioned for himself. He had once been full of hope and promise, but now he felt trapped in a cycle that he couldn't break free from. Meanwhile, Sage's father was also going through a difficult time in his life. Without consulting anyone, Sage's father made the decision to move out and start living alone. He thought that by living independently, he could regain some sense of freedom and control over his life. It seemed like a reasonable choice at the time. He wanted to experience life on his own terms, free from the pressures of family obligations. For a while, it appeared as though he was enjoying his newfound independence. He spent his days doing what he wanted, when he wanted, without any regard for anyone else. It seemed as though he was relishing in the freedom that came with living alone. However, life has a way of throwing curveballs, and things quickly took a turn for the worse for Sage's father. He lost his job unexpectedly, and suddenly a stable and carefree life began to crumble. Without a steady income, he was unable to maintain the lifestyle he had been enjoying. The bills piled up, and his financial security was rapidly slipping away. It was a hard lesson for him to learn, but it was one that forced him to reevaluate his situation. He realized that living on his own, while initially liberating, was not as sustainable as he had thought. Sage's father soon found himself in a position where he, too, had to work multiple part-time jobs just to survive. He had gone from enjoying the freedom of living independently to struggling to make ends meet. It was a stark contrast to the life he had envisioned for himself, and he found himself humbled by the harsh realities of his situation. It was a difficult time for him, and one that forced him to confront the fragility of his own financial stability. In many ways, Sage and his father's lives began to mirror each other. Both were struggling to get by, taking on menial jobs just to survive. Both were dealing with the fallout of lost dreams and shattered expectations. While Sage had given up on his medical career, his father has lost his job and a sense of independence. It seemed as though their lives were caught in an endless cycle of hardship and disappointment. In contrast, I have been fortunate to live a different kind of life. While I am not without my own challenges, I have been able to create a sense of stability and fulfillment in my life. I live with my mother, and together we make the best of our situation. We find joy in the simple things, like spending time together, supporting one another, and celebrating the small victories in our lives. Our bond has grown stronger over the years, and we find comfort in knowing that we have each other, no matter what challenges we face. My work in cosplay has also been a source of fulfillment. When I first began pursuing cosplay, I didn't know if it would be a sustainable career path, but over time, it has turned into something I am truly passionate about. I have had the opportunity to attend conventions and meet people who share my love for the art form. The joy I feel from connecting with other cosplayers and fans is indescribable. It is a community that has supported me and helped me grow as an artist. As my career has progressed, I've been invited to attend a global anime festival in Japan next year. This is a huge honor, and I'm incredibly excited about the opportunity. It's a recognition of the hard work I've put into my craft, and it feels like a dream come true. The chance to showcase my work on an international stage is something I've always aspired to, and now it's finally happening. I am preparing for the event by practicing my skills and planning my costumes, ensuring that I'm ready for the big occasion. In preparation for the festival, I've also decided to take the plunge and learn Japanese. This has been a goal of mine for a long time, and I believe that mastering the language will open up many more opportunities for me in the future. It will not only help me navigate the festival, but also allow me to connect with people in the anime community on a deeper level. I've been dedicating myself to studying Japanese, using every free moment to practice speaking, reading, and writing. It's a challenging language, but I'm determined to improve. Alongside my work in cosplay, I've been looking into expanding my career internationally. There are so many opportunities out there, and I want to make sure that I am ready to take advantage of them. Whether it's through collaborations with other artists or attending conventions in different countries, I'm eager to see where my career can go. There is a world of possibilities, and I'm excited to explore what lies ahead. While Sage and his father are struggling, I remain focused on my own journey. Life has not always been easy, and I know that there will be challenges ahead, but I am confident in my ability to overcome them. The lessons I've learned along the way have made me stronger, and I am determined to continue working toward my goals. Sage and his father's experiences remind me of the importance of resilience. Life can be unpredictable, and things don't always go as planned, but it's how we respond to those setbacks that defines us. If we continue to push forward, to learn from our mistakes, and to keep working toward our goals, we can create the future we want. As I look ahead to the future, I feel optimistic. I know that there will be more obstacles to overcome, but I am ready to face them. The path I've taken has not always been easy, but it has been worth it. The journey is far from over, and I'm excited to see where it takes me. While the challenges faced by Sage and his father have left them in a difficult situation, their journey has also been a poignant reminder of how fragile stability can be. The loss of a job or a dream can cause life to spiral in unexpected directions, and both for Sage and his father, the reality of their circumstances forced them to rethink what truly matters. At times, it may feel like life is nothing but a series of disappointments, but it is in those moments that people often find their true strength. For Sage, the collapse of his aspirations could have marked the end of his story, but instead it was the beginning of his transformation. He had the choice to let his failures define him, or he could rise above them and search for a new purpose. Although the road to recovery is never easy, it is possible. The resilience required to keep moving forward in the face of adversity is something that Sage will undoubtedly carry with him for the rest of his life. It's not always about achieving success in the first try. It's about learning from setbacks and growing stronger with each experience. This is something Sage will come to realize in time, as he continues to face the reality of his life and strives to build a better future. While it might not be the path he originally envisioned, it is the path that holds the potential for growth, discovery, and new opportunities. Sage's father, too, has learned valuable lessons from his own struggles. His decision to live independently and enjoy the freedom that came with it seemed like the right choice at the time, but when his job was taken away, the illusion of independence faded, leaving him in a vulnerable position. The experience taught him that self-reliance is important, but it is equally important to remain grounded and aware of life's uncertainties. For Sage's father, the lessons learned during this period of hardship will shape the way he approaches the future, and perhaps guide him toward a more stable and fulfilling life. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, where did you go? We're running low on drinks.
Sorry, Mary, I'm just taking a break because I'm tired.
What do you mean tired? You've barely done anything.
I've been helping since early this morning.
And that's what you're supposed to do. Who gave you permission to take a break?
I'm sorry, I didn't think I needed permission to take a break. Besides, everyone said I was moving around too much and should rest, so I took their advice and went to sit down.
They're just being polite. You shouldn't take advantage of that.
I'm not taking advantage. I really need to rest for a moment. I haven't eaten anything either.
Who's everyone, anyway? Who told you that you could rest?
Who? The relatives who are gathered here.
Well, they don't make decisions here. I do. I'm the head of this house.
But they were just concerned that I've been moving around so much, doing all the cooking and serving.
Well, I didn't give permission, so get back here now. You can't even have children, you useless waste of space. The least you can do is move your lazy body and contribute to me.
You didn't need to bring that up.
Of course I need to bring it up. It's your biggest failure. You're supposed to provide my son with a baby, and you can't even do that.
Why do I have to be spoken to like this?
Oh, why? I'm just stating facts here. If anything, why are you getting angry? I'm giving valuable advice to a useless person like you. You should be grateful.
There's nothing valuable about insulting someone.
Insulting? I'm educating you about your place in this family.
How can I be grateful for such verbal abuse?
What verbal abuse? I'm just telling you to know your place. At a family gathering, it's the daughter-in-law's job to serve everyone else, but I guess this one barely does any work.
No, I was working plenty.
Define plenty. All I saw was you walking around aimlessly.
I've been serving food, cleaning up, helping in the kitchen.
Well, I'm saying that's not enough.
Then what would be enough?
Don't talk back to me, just work.
If anything, you're the one who hasn't been working. You've just been sitting there like a queen, acting all high and mighty without lifting a finger. You could help with cleaning away your own plates, you know?
What's wrong with that?
What do you mean, what's wrong?
It's natural for me to give orders. I'm the most important person here.
Based on what?
Based on everything. Who do you think built this family?
Why would you...
Listen, I gave birth to 5 children. I built this family. Compare that to you. You can't even have children. You're just a parasitic waste. I really don't know why Tom chose a woman like you.
My value isn't determined by having children.
Of course it is. What else could you possibly offer?
Why would you say such horrible things?
Huh? What's horrible about it? Like I said before, I'm just stating facts. Listen, a woman's worth is determined by how many children she bears. If you can't have children, you have no value. You're not being productive at all. Someone like you has no right to talk back to me.
That's enough!
How dare you talk back to me like that? I'm going to keep these messages as proof of how disrespectful you are. You better stop before I show everyone. I told you to come back, didn't I? Not only can't you have children, but you can't even understand simple words. Ugh, having someone like you as a daughter-in-law is truly the worst. Get back here right now and get down on your knees and apologize for being so lazy. Say, I'm sorry for taking a break when I can't even have children. I'll work hard to be useful to everyone. Please forgive me. Then, maybe I'll consider accepting you as part of this family.
I won't apologize for needing rest.
Your comfort doesn't matter here.
Why do I have to be treated like this?
Because you deserve it. You're lucky we even let you in this house.
Excuse me? I'm here because Tom and I are married.
What? Do you have a problem with what I'm saying? I'm the one that allowed you to get married. Don't forget that. We're doing you a favor by accepting someone worthless like you. Getting down on your knees and begging is the least you can do. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay here. Just get out.
Fine, I'll leave.
Oh, really?
Is that okay with you?
Are you actually threatening to leave? You think we need you?
I'm not threatening. I'm telling you what I'm going to do.
Of course it is. Think about how we feel having to look at trash all the time. Well, you may be trash, but at least you're the self-disposing kind. I'll give you credit for that much.
I see. Goodbye.
Running away shows exactly what kind of person you are. Yes, goodbye, forever.
Sarah, where are you?
Tom.
I've been looking everywhere for you. Can you tell me where you are?
I needed to get away.
I brought you something to drink because I thought you might be thirsty, but I couldn't find you anywhere. Are you okay? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling well. You always try too hard.
You're always so thoughtful. Thank you. I'm doing fine physically, but I'm feeling absolutely terrible.
Feeling terrible? Like nauseous? What's wrong?
Not that kind of feeling. I'm just boiling with anger. Oh God, I feel like I'm going crazy.
What happened? What's wrong? Did Mom do something? Did something happen while I was out of the room?
Brilliant deduction.
Oh no, she didn't. Did she seriously pull something at a time like this? I'm sorry. I don't know the details, but I'm 100% sure Mom's in the wrong here. I'm really sorry.
Even her son says that about her. She really is a hopeless person. Your mother really outdid herself today.
She's always been like this. Are you okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Really?
I feel a bit better now.
Okay, that's good, I guess. So what happened?
Are you sure you want to know?
Of course I do. You're my wife.
It's hard to explain, so I'll send you screenshots.
Okay.
Just prepare yourself.
That bad?
You'll see.
This is...
Horrible, right? I'd heard stories, but I never thought it would be this bad.
I can't believe she said those things to you. I'm so sorry. This is much worse than I anticipated. I don't know how to say how sorry I am.
You don't need to apologize, Tom. You warned me before we got married. I still remember. You said, my mother has issues, and if we get married, she might make you feel terrible. But if you're okay with that, I want to marry you. At the time, I thought, what kind of proposal is that? But now I get it. With a mother like that, of course you'd hesitate about marriage.
I should have been there to stop her. I'm really, really sorry.
I told you to stop apologizing. You could have hidden it before we got married. The fact that you didn't is one of your best qualities, I think. You're honest and thoughtful. You considered my feelings before considering lying to me.
Sarah.
It's amazing how you turned out to be such an honest person with a mother like that.
No, it's more like because she was like that.
You mean like learning what not to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Growing up must have been hard.
Let's not talk about that now. We need to figure out what to do.
But what should we do? I never want to deal with her again, so...
Yeah, that makes sense.
What are you going to do?
What do you mean, what am I going to do?
I need to know where you stand in this. I mean, I'm planning on cutting ties with her and won't have anything to do with her anymore. I don't want to see her or even hear about her ever again. And I know it's not fair to ask you this, but still, whose side are you on? Mine or hers?
What are you talking about? That's obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. She's still your mother after all.
No, it's the opposite. I'm on your side, Sarah.
Huh?
Of course you're more important to me.
Are you sure about this?
I've never been more sure of anything.
Thank you, Tom.
You don't need to thank me. It's what any decent husband would do. She's not gonna get between us. I chose to marry you. I never chose her to be my mom.
Hey, what's going on?
What do you mean?
Don't play dumb with me. Nope, Nobody sent me any money this month. Not one of my sons or daughters. I thought they forgot, so I yelled at them all, but they said they're cutting ties with me. Why is this happening?
Oh, that's what you're worried about.
Of course that's what I'm worried about. How am I supposed to live? What's going on?
Who knows? Maybe it's because of your personality?
What? What do you mean because of my personality?
Think about how you treat your children.
I treat them exactly as they deserve.
I mean, you're receiving financial support, but you still yell at the people helping you. Maybe there's a chance that they don't want to help you anymore because of how horrible you've been to them?
Don't talk nonsense. I gave birth to them. Sending me money is their basic duty. Of course, they deserve to be yelled at for neglecting that duty. And now they're even talking about cutting family ties.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
What are you implying? Stop talking in riddles and explain yourself. You know something, don't you? They're all saying nonsense like because you were horrible to Sarah or something.
It's not nonsense if it's true. What's hard to understand about that? Oh, maybe you don't understand the word horrible. I guess manners aren't in your dictionary.
Watch your tone with me. Of course I understand that much. What I'm asking is why my treatment of a worthless daughter-in-law would be a reason for cutting ties.
You're already showing how far gone you are as a person.
Don't be ridiculous. What did you do to turn my children against me? What do you mean by horrible anyway? I was just trying to educate a defective daughter-in-law. What's wrong with that?
It's scary how you actually believe that. Well, simply put, it's because you kicked me out.
Oh, that.
You remember now? Well, you essentially disowned me, right?
Disowned? So what if I did? You weren't even family to begin with. You can't even have children. You're worthless. I was being kind by trying to use you as a maid and to make you useful, but you had the nerve to actually leave when I told you to work harder. We don't need trash like you.
Yes, exactly that.
Huh?
You really don't see the problem here, do you? If I've been kicked out, I'm not your family or even an in-law. Then I have no connection to the other relatives either, right? So there's no reason for me to provide any financial help.
Financial help? What are you talking about? What financial help? Don't tell me you were trying to extort money from my family. You really are a parasite.
No, it's the other way around.
Huh? The other way around?
Think carefully about who's been supporting who. I was the one helping all your relatives financially.
What? That's impossible.
Why is that impossible? Whether you believe it or not, it's the truth.
You're lying. You must be lying. Stop lying. Someone like you couldn't possibly be in a position to help others.
Based on what evidence? Why are you so sure about that?
Do you really need me to spell it out? Why? Because you're a worthless, defective failure. Someone like you giving financial help? Don't make me laugh.
Let me ask you something. Well, regardless of what you say, didn't you know I run my own company?
What? Running your own company? You? Oh, come to think of it, Tom might have mentioned something like that.
See?
That can't be true. But that must have been some silly joke. How could someone like you manage a company?
Your prejudice is showing again. I should be the one asking, why do you look down on me so much?
Because it's obvious. Why? Because you're worthless and can't even have children. How could someone like that run a company?
That has nothing to do with it. Besides, it's not that I can't have children, it's just that right now is a crucial time for the company, and I don't have time for pregnancy, childbirth, and childcare. Tom and I discussed it, and we're deliberately avoiding pregnancy for now.
You're lying. You must be lying. Then, is it true? You were really helping?
That's what I've been telling you.
This is humiliating. How pathetic. Having to rely on a complete stranger's help to survive.
That's rich coming from you. I don't think you're in any position to say that. You're living off your children's support payments, aren't you?
That's different. Like I said, children sending money to their parents is their natural duty.
Well, actually, I was the one supporting most of your lifestyle. Do you have anything to say about that? Ugh. No clever comeback? And everyone else is trying their best. Even with such a huge burden like you to carry, they're all working so hard.
What? Me? A burden?
Yes, a burden. You. Obviously, I'm talking about you.
What?
Need me to spell it out? You criticize everything your children do. You only drag them down and get in their way. Yet you sit there acting high and mighty, demanding things in return. You're a textbook toxic parent. Nothing but a burden.
Why do I have to be spoken to like this?
I'm just stating facts, unlike you.
You have no right. That's ridiculous. Why wasn't I told about any of this in the first place?
Isn't it obvious? Because your children don't trust you.
That's not true. What, me not trusted by my children? That's impossible.
Look at the evidence. I find it amazing that you can think that way. I mean, they've literally cut ties with you, haven't they?
This is all your fault. That's because you threatened them. You forced them to cut ties with me by threatening to stop the financial support. Oh, my poor children, being forced to cut ties with their mother. Don't you have any heart?
You're delusional. No, they were actually overjoyed. They said this was the perfect opportunity to cut ties with their mother.
That's not possible.
Of course it is. After all, you're just a worthless parasite, right?
Worthless parasite? That's going too far.
Those were your words to me. What was it again? A woman's worth is determined by the number of children she bears. But I guess it doesn't mean much if all those children end up hating you.
You?
Yes.
Ah, I understand now.
Do you?
Yes, I understand.
What do you understand?
I see what needs to be done. I'll accept you as my daughter now.
What are you talking about?
I'm being generous here. I admit I might have jumped to conclusions. I'll acknowledge that. So let's put this all behind us. You need to contact all of my children and tell them to resume sending me money. Oh, wait, no. I could just get it directly from you. Actually, getting it from both would be better. After all the emotional damage I've suffered, that's only fair, right?
You really are beyond help.
What's wrong with my suggestion? What? I'm offering to accept you as my daughter. Isn't that what you wanted?
After everything you've said and done.
That's in the past now. What's with that attitude? I'm trying to meet you halfway here. You should meet me halfway too. That's only fair.
This isn't meeting halfway. Your meeting halfway is just a nuisance to us. Besides, you haven't met me halfway at all.
Then what do you want? What do you want me to do?
You really don't know? Shouldn't you apologize first?
Apologize? For what? Apologize? Me?
Who else? I want you to apologize for everything you've done. After how you've treated me, I don't think I want to talk to someone who can't even recognize their own faults.
Why should I apologize to someone like you?
I see. Well, I'll be going then.
Wait! Fine, I'm sorry. I admit I might have been somewhat wrong. There, happy?
You call that an apology? Not even close.
What more do you want? What? I just apologized, didn't I?
How is that a proper apology? I want a real apology. If you're really sorry, you should get down on your knees and bow to everyone, not just me, right? That's what you told me to do. If you do as I say, then maybe, just maybe, I might forgive you.
What? You want me to get down on my knees? To you?
Too much for you? Well, if you don't want to, that's fine.
No, wait, you little... Fine, if that's what it takes.
Oh, really? You'll apologize?
Yes, just give me your address. I'll come apologize in person.
You'll really apologize properly? All right, I'll send you the address. I'll be waiting here for you.
Ha 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 ha! How's that? Now you know what happens when you make me angry.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with you? You're awfully excited.
Huh? What's with that attitude? Are you not home, even though you said you'd be waiting? How disappointing. I suppose you were lying about accepting my apology. Well, I was lying about apologizing too. You'll be shocked when you get back. At the state of your house, that is.
No, I'm actually at home right now. What did you do?
What? Then you must have noticed. I trashed the place with all my might, as if I'd ever get down on my knees in front of the likes of you.
I haven't noticed anything. What exactly did you do?
What do you mean, what? You can see it, can't you? I scattered garbage all over the yard, broke the windows, threw dog poop I found on the street at your door. I also wrecked your car and destroyed all those expensive-looking bonsai trees in the corner of the garden. By the way, what a weird hobby, keeping bonsai trees.
There must be some mistake. Bonsai trees? I don't grow any of those. Besides, we live in an apartment building. We don't even have a yard.
Huh? What are you saying?
Oh, did you maybe go to the wrong house? Did you check the address carefully? Because that's not my place.
Don't be ridiculous. That's impossible. I went to the exact address you sent. Oh! Oh no! What? What is it?
I'm sorry. I must have sent you the wrong address.
What do you mean, the wrong address? What? Then whose house is this?
This is bad. Oh, wow. This is bad, Mary. That house belongs to the boss of the Smith family. You know, the mob boss of the local gang.
What? The Smith family? You're lying. You mean a crime syndicate? Are you saying that this is a gangster's house? You sent me the address to a mob boss's house, and I spent all this time and energy wrecking it?
Yikes! You really did it this time, Mary. There's no coming back from this. You better get away quick.
You. Did you deliberately?
Did I what?
This was your plan. You deliberately gave me the wrong address, didn't you? And a mobster's house at that. You sent me here knowing that I would get caught at this house by some dangerous people.
That's quite an accusation. You said you were coming to apologize, right? Nobody would expect you to come and vandalize the place. How could I have known that you would do something so criminal?
You planned this. Don't mess with me.
But seriously, are you going to be okay? Those kinds of dangerous people usually have security cameras everywhere. Even if no one was home, they probably caught everything you did on camera. They might be looking for you right now.
Help me! Do something about this!
Why should I help someone who just vandalized property?
Because you caused this. This happened because of you. It's all your fault. Do something!
I didn't tell you to vandalize anything. By any logic, this is entirely your fault, from start to finish. I mean, I knew you were trash, but I didn't expect you to be the self-disposing kind. I'll give you credit for that much.
Huh? What did you say?
Goodbye, Mary. Forever. After that, my mother-in-law kept contacting me repeatedly while on the run. She was so persistent that I decided to help her hide in a hotel. Then I promptly reported her location to the Smith family. When I put her up in the hotel, I made sure to take her smartphone. After all, I couldn't risk the Smith family seeing our WhatsApp messages and misunderstanding that I had deliberately sent her their way. She sent over 50 messages begging for help before I met with her at the hotel, each one more desperate than the last. She even tried apologizing properly this time, but it was all too late, of course. The hotel I chose was perfect, isolated enough that no one would hear anything, but close enough to the Smith family's territory. When I took her phone, she actually thanked me. She thought I was protecting her by removing evidence. Mary was taken away by the Smith family members, and no one's heard from her since. Only the mobsters know what happened to her. Tom asked about his mother once. Just once. Then, never again. His siblings didn't even ask. They just seemed relieved that she wouldn't be bothering them ever again. Of course, that wasn't the end of it. We're talking about the mob, after all. They demanded compensation from us as her family for all the damage she caused. She went on more of a rampage than I expected, so the compensation amount was much higher than I anticipated. The Smith family was actually quite professional about it. They itemized everything she destroyed. Those bonsai trees she mentioned, Apparently, they were hundreds of years old, and the car she damaged, apparently it was a limited edition collector's item. But you know what? That's fine. Compared to having to deal with that monster-in-law for decades more, it's a small price to pay. And it's true that she caused trouble for innocent people. I considered it a garbage disposal fee and paid it myself. The family seems happier now. It's like a weight has been lifted. Sometimes I wonder if she realized her mistake in her final moments. Probably not. She never did understand consequences. I suppose that was her final lesson. Everything has a price. The funny thing is, if she had just been kinder to all of us, especially her children, she could have lived comfortably with our support. Instead, she chose to be cruel, and now she's gone. I don't regret anything.
Are you running your own bar right now, Shelby? It's a bit strange for a woman to have her own bar she manages, right? Could this be one of those girl bar type places where only women are hired to attract more men in? I wouldn't be upset with you or anything for doing something like that, but I just never saw you as the person who would start business doing that.
Tina? It's been a while. You're right, I have my own bar that I'm managing. It's a bar where I like to serve up more sports bar type foods, while also keeping the cocktails and such a bit more classy. So please, don't think of it as anything sexual like that, alright? I'm actually putting almost all my time into the place right now, and I have a lot of dignity in the place I've created.
Oh? Well, the next time we have a class reunion, I'll make sure we throw it there. This will be for all our class from back in the day, so I can start asking all of them if they'd like to come. It's been a while since all of us have seen one another, so I think it'd be a great idea and loads of fun.
That's all fine, but having that many people showing up to my bar might not actually work. Especially since I haven't talked to most of the people from back in school for so long now, and a lot of them might have moved away. We'd also have to work on reaching out to every single person from our class that is still close to us, and then work on actually getting my bar set up for all of them to come and party here. I have a lot of tables, but maybe not as many as we need.
You can leave all of that to me. I'll make sure everything is all ready for the reunion. And hey, you know about how I'm a pretty popular girl, right? So I'm sure everyone will know about the reunion soon enough. And I won't even have to go through the troubles of inviting each and every person. I just want you to do what you do there at that bar and get the food and drinks ready for us.
Are you sure? Isn't that going to be a lot of work for you then? Maybe ask a couple of your closer friends to come and help you out?
I guess I could do that. Well then, let me see if Gavin would like to come and help me out. What? Didn't you used to like Gavin a lot back when we were all in high school? I'm sure you'll love being able to see him again if he comes to the reunion.
Come on now, Tina. I told you back then I was never really that into him. Gavin and I were just casual friends, nothing more. And back in those days, I happened to have another man that I was really in love with. I'm sure you knew that yourself too, so please stop it with this whole thing again.
Sure. Well, all of that was years ago now, so don't feel like I hold anything against you for it, alright? I'm sure that you are much more mature now, and that there won't be anything going on between us anymore, right? Of course, back then I was really up in arms about you, thinking that you were a complete witch, but that was only because you knew that I liked him, but continued to hang out with him all the time.
But here's the thing, I wasn't around him because I liked him like that. I was around him all the time because he became a good friend of mine and happened to hang out with a guy I had been crushing on. The fact that Gavin didn't want to go out with you when you confessed to him is a completely different story, alright? It has nothing to do with me, and you should know that by now. So can we stop talking about it and get back to planning things for the reunion you want to have?
I know all about it, Shelby. About your games behind the scenes. Gavin and I were doing so well together before you came along. And the reason he ended up saying no to me must have been because of something you did. And I think that you did had made him like you more than me. And that's not something I took lightly back in those days.
I get that him and I were pretty close to one another then. But the only reason him and I ever really became friends is because back then I had a crush on his buddy Brett. And so I was always around Gavin while around Brett. I was aware that you had a crush on Gavin at the time and didn't mean to keep him away from you. Was I ever trying to push you away from him? No. Did I ever at any point say that I was going out with him then? No. So just leave it be already.
There we go. So you were with Gavin all the time even though I wanted him. You really are the worst of the worst. If you saw that I wanted him to be my boyfriend, then why be around him all the time, taking his eyes off of me?
I told you it wasn't like that. I never made any moves for Gavin. Why don't you go and ask him about it if you're so concerned still? I'm sure he'd be more than happy to tell you what happened back then and why he never said yes to you.
What? So you're telling me you never knew you were taking him away from me? Well, that just means you're a complete witch then. So it's confirmed. You are a terrible person and shouldn't be able to get away with that.
I don't think you're even listening to me.
Well, all of that is in the past now, right? And we no longer have anything against one another anymore from then. So let's get back on track and think about having this class reunion at your bar. When I've gone out and asked everyone, I'll give you an update of the head count.
All right, thank you. You were really stressing me out there for a second, so I hope you're honest about not holding anything against me anymore.
Shelby, long time no see. I'm sure you've already heard from Trudy about the class reunion she wants to throw, right?
Gavin, how's it been going with you? As for the reunion, she said she wants around 40 people to come. That surprised me quite a bit. I don't think she understands how everyone feels about her after so many years have gone by. Does she even have half of their contact information?
I never really thought she, out of anyone, would want that many people coming. I'm surprised myself here.
You and her went out to start asking people, right? I'm sure it's been a struggle for you having to be around her all the time again, but thank you for doing that.
It wasn't that bad for me, actually. I still happen to be friends with a lot of guys from school, and so I asked them to help us round people up as well. But on Tina's end, I'm not sure she was really able to convince anyone to come yet. I'm sure she'll at least get a few people that she knows to come.
I see. So you guys are still really close to one another then?
I go out a lot still with Brett to get lunch and such. He said he'll be coming to this class reunion as well. He hasn't changed a bit since school, if that matters at all to you.
Is that right? Well, then him and I should be able to talk to one another like we always did.
I'm sure you'll be able to talk with me the same way as well, right? To be honest, I'm still really sorry about what happened back then. I can tell I was still a child then, and I'm glad I'm finally grown up now. The whole reason you and Brett were never able to be a thing is all my fault, right?
Would you stop that? That's all in the past now, all right? I don't blame you for any of what went on then.
But right as you were about to start talking to Brett about your feelings, I got confessed to by Trudy, and I let it happen right there in front of you both. I feel so selfish for doing that to you. I'm so sorry, Shelby.
I told you to not apologize for that. I myself never thought something like that would happen right then. You and her had always been a bit strange with one another, but I'm thankful you always stuck around me and Brett while having to deal with Tina.
But actually, back then I was kind of into the both of you at the same time. Had I not let what happened happen, then maybe you and Brett would have been able to date. That's how I felt about that situation ever since.
Huh? Really? Wait, I never knew that you had feelings for me as well. Are you alright? If something like that gets out, you might be making Brett pretty upset with you.
Well, that was all a long time ago, right? We're both able to talk about things like that while laughing. He's even told me that he's really looking forward to seeing you at the event.
Wow. I'm a little bit nervous now. I'm really looking forward to seeing him myself.
I hope you're looking forward to seeing me as well, though.
Of course, I'm excited to see you too. You and I haven't really talked in ages, so it'll be nice to see how you've been and catch up. I'll make sure to make up some extra special foods for you then as well. I hope you'll enjoy all of it.
Wait, you work at that Spanish restaurant right now? Are you working part-time there or something?
What are you talking about? I thought that this class reunion was going to have to be taking place at my bar that I run. Since I'm the one running it, Tina said it would be easier to have an event there since I can make the place private for the day.
Huh? But the restaurant that Tina sent me a link to where she reserved course dinners is at a Spanish restaurant. What's going on here?
That idiot. I see what's going on here now. She told me that she had nothing against me now, but that's not true at all.
Wait, what's going on here, Shelby? What's she planning on doing here?
I'll explain it to you in just a bit.
Oh, this is not good. I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. I'm sure that everyone is already there and ready to party, right? I'm sure right now you're freaking out, right?
Oh, hi, Tina. I was just thinking about sending you a message about this. I'm glad you thought the same thing.
I'm sure you're freaking out over the fact that nobody's come to your bar yet, right? Well, that's because I'm going to have to cancel that reservation I had there for 40 people. I actually really hate your freaking guts still, so I wanted to make sure to take down your bar in one swift move. So that's why nobody has even shown up yet.
But we're all here having a great time right now. Thank you for getting me all these people to come and enjoy my bar's drinks and cooking. Today, I think I might make enough in profits to be able to take all of next month off.
What? What are you talking about?
I knew about your plans to try and hurt me, so I made sure to make a solution of that right away before the day of the reunion. So that's why the only person that's going to be left in pain is you, Tina. All of the people you and Gavin invited have all shown up to my bar and are having a great time.
Huh? There's no way that's the case. I already went ahead and told everyone that even would be nice taking place at this Italian restaurant that I booked. I have a reservation there for 40 people to get course dinners served to them tonight.
That's what I heard. But after talking to everyone myself about what's happened, they all understood the situation and decided to come to my bar instead.
What did you say?
I'm surprised everyone is just as friendly with me as I remember. All I had to do was talk to a few of them, and the news of what you were up to spread like wildfire. I really didn't have to do a whole lot to get them to come here. Gavin even came and helped me out, and the transition was so smooth.
Gavin went and helped you out as well? Are you telling me even now you and him are still a thing?
Come on, Tina. I've already told you so many times now that him and I were never a thing. Him and I have always been close friends, and so even now him and I were able to talk to one another like friends. And well, as we were talking a little while back, he mentioned something that made me realize what you were up to. Gavin realized that you had still not grown up and chose to come and help me instead.
So, in other words, you're saying that Gavin now thinks of me as a bad person?
I'm thinking that everyone at this reunion now thinks of you as a bad person, or at least worse than you were back in high school. You're like the same old schoolgirl that you were years ago, never maturing and staying the exact same way. I sort of feel bad for you for never being able to grow out of your old kid's clothing. Well, if you've not been told this already, holding on to your past like that and trying to hurt me still is not something that will treat you well in your adult years.
Why the hell is this happening? The fact that Gavin has gone to your side in this matter means that he's definitely your boyfriend. I'm sure you both have been together ever since school and never broke up. So now you think you can mess with me because I was never able to be with him? You're a jerk, you absolute witch.
No. Are you ever going to listen to anything anyone ever says to you? You were the one planning to mess with me first by making this reservation at my bar and then canceling it last minute. The only person here who has been a witch is you. And it's not just Gavin that's on my side, but everyone else from school.
No freaking way. Why did you even figure out about my plan? I bet you hated the idea of me being able to throw a reunion with the help of Gavin and did something to win him over to you again. I've been fooled for the last time.
Come on. You are not listening to me, Trudy. He was the one to contact me first about all of this. And him and I would never have anything together because he's already married now. He never had any plans of making things happen with you either.
Huh? Gavin? He's married currently?
Yes. He's both married and has kids of his own now. That means no matter what you expected to happen, he wasn't going to do anything with you. And actually, he kind of hates you still. Especially now.
This is a straight up lie. Gavin and I used to always be so close to one another in school. And when him and I were getting people to come to the reunion, we both worked so well together as a couple. He was so happy to be with me inviting all those people.
There it is. You are too far lost in this dream world of yours. Gavin just happens to be a nice guy and wanted to help you set up the class reunion. That's all. He happens to have a lot of friends from school still, so he thought it would help you out a lot having him around. None of his help had anything to do with him wanting to take things further with you or anything.
That's just what you want to keep believing, right? He would never say that he hates me like you've said.
But right now, Gavin is standing right next to me. He has been looking at my phone while I text you, and he's been laughing about it.
What? You're lying. What does Gavin really think of me then?
He thinks of you as just another rude witch. You would always try to confess to him in school, no matter how many times he told you no. And even now, he sort of feels as though you've been stalking him or something. I think he really does not care for you at all, Tina, so just let him go.
He would never say something like that about me.
But he's been saying that about you right now. But if you'd really want to hear it from him, then why don't you just talk to him? I have no reason to really know about any of this since it's between you both. I don't care about who you're into or about who you think likes you back. I have a life of my own, and I always have had one. And it's never revolved around you trying to get with Gavin.
No way. He's really thought of me like that then? I always thought that him and I were so close to one another, but you have ended up getting in the way of us once again, causing the love that we had for each other to die out.
No, I have not. I just happen to hang out with Gavin a lot as a friend, and it was only because I happened to really like his friend Brett a lot. And even if he did start to like me or me him, I'm sure we would rather just be friends than anything else. So whatever you think's been happening between us has never actually been true.
But look, you got in the way of him and I. You made him look away from me and towards you. That's why he ended up liking you over me and wanting to hang out with you more and more.
God, this is so stupid. I only ever started to hang out with Gavin because I liked Brett, and I never did anything else to make him like me any. He was well aware that you liked him, but he had other things going on that kept him away from you. So please, stop thinking of things like that.
But in the end, he never went out with me. Because of you, my love for him was never cared for.
That had nothing to do with me. Rather, it was all because you made him hate you. So stop blaming people for your lack of being a good person, all right? It's childish. Also, you happen to be hated by a lot of people in school. All of the girls in our class hated you, right? Well, a lot of the guys started to see that and were wondering why people didn't like you.
What? A lot of the other girls in our class hated me. It's just because I was the most cutest girl in our grade, right?
No, they hated you because you excused everything you did to others by being cute and innocent. You were the type of girl that would put others down just to make yourself look better, and then turn around and act like you never did anything hurtful. That's why you barely had any friends back then, right?
I never did that.
Well, can't we use what you tried doing to me this time as an example of that? You wanted to make me feel terrible, all so that you could be happy and feel as though you came out on top. You really love laughing in other people's faces when they are in a painful situation, don't you? You really had to lie through your teeth last time when you said you didn't hold anything against me anymore.
I know that. Wait, about this place, the restaurant that I reserved for everyone. They are telling me I can't cancel the reservation anymore. So can you have everyone move over to this restaurant and come join me?
You have no right to be asking me something like that now. You thought after what you did, I'd just be nice to you again? You wanted to destroy my bar, didn't you?
I get that, but I'm over it now. They just gave me the bill for the 40 people they're expecting to serve soon. I can't pay for all of this. So the only thing I can do now is have you send all of them over to this place for the reunion.
That's not happening. Most of them won't even come where you were to ask them right now. Nobody here is going to help take responsibility for something you did to yourself.
Don't say things like that. I'm telling you, I can't pay for 40 people's course meals but myself. Hey, please just help me out here. Tell them to come over and eat here, please.
What the hell do you think you're saying? You were just talking about taking down my bar. Having to run a business is not some kind of game to me. Had I not known about your plans to ruin me, I'd be at a major loss right now and would probably have to think about selling the place. It's crazy to think that someone would actually want to cancel last minute like that, right after I've already started making food and everything for 40 people.
But I told you already, I won't ever do anything like that again. But making me have to take responsibility for all of this is not fair to me.
So you've learned from this already? Then when are you going to get around to saying you're sorry? I haven't heard I'm sorry from you this whole time.
Well, I'm sorry. I promise to never do anything like this again. So can you please help me out of this mess now?
Of course you'll never do anything like this again, because there will never be another chance for you. This time, everyone was more than willing to change plans to come to my bar. And the next time we have a reunion, you're not going to be invited. It looks to me like a lot of people from our class don't like you at all.
Don't say things like that. Please, if you don't do anything to help me, then I'm going to be stuck paying $4,000. I can't pay that kind of money, so do something.
I don't care. You started all of this yourself, so you figure a way out of it yourself, you freaking idiot.
Please don't say that to me. Right now I have no clue what to do. You already told me that Gavin hates my guts, and now I have to pay this kind of money? Also, I just had to hear about how Gavin is already married.
Shut the hell up and quit whining. You've been doing things that make people hate you ever since school, so stop acting like you ever had a chance with a man when that chance was burned long ago.
All right. I'm sorry, all right? So please do something. Help me out.
Right now, I'm having a really good time talking to everyone I haven't seen in so long while making food and drinks. I don't have time to talk to you anymore as I have this reunion to focus on, so I'm leaving now. Thank you for getting this large amount of people into my bar. That's the one kind thing you've ever done for me. Now that you've gone and lost both your money and the man of your dreams, you can go get a taste of hell. After that, I completely blocked Tina's phone number and ensured she couldn't contact me anymore. From that moment on, I never had to deal with her again. It was such a relief to know that she couldn't bother me with her nonsense anymore. To make things even better, I later found out that Tina didn't even know the location of my bar. This meant I didn't have to worry about her showing up unannounced or causing trouble in person. Honestly, that was a big weight off of my shoulders. As I pieced together everything that had happened, I realized her latest scheme was to organize a reunion for our old classmates at that restaurant without including me. Her goal was to exclude me, but she made the mistake of letting her bad intentions show. When everyone found out about how she was trying to manipulate the situation to target me, her plan completely backfired. Instead of getting her way, Tina ended up alienating everyone else. The others saw through her behavior, and any chance she had of gaining sympathy or allies was completely ruined. In fact, Tina's actions only caused more people to turn against her. It wasn't just me who decided to block her number. Several others followed my lead, including Gavin. Tina's behavior pushed so many people away, and she only had herself to blame for the mess she created. As for me, things turned out far better than I could have ever imagined. During the reunion, I reconnected with Brett, and we ended up talking for hours. Even after the reunion officially ended and I started cleaning up the bar, Brett stayed with me. We talked late into the night, sharing stories and catching up on everything we had missed over the years. That conversation felt so natural and meaningful, and it was the beginning of something truly special. Not long after that night, Brett and I made a big decision. We decided to get married. The thought of starting a life together was exciting, and we both felt ready to take that step. Looking ahead, we're even talking about starting a family. It's just a matter of time before we have kids of our own, and I can already picture them playing with Gavin's children. It's amazing how life can take unexpected turns, and I feel so lucky to have found happiness amidst all the drama Tina had tried to create. Speaking of Tina, her downfall was both inevitable and honestly well-deserved. After her failed attempt to exclude me from the reunion, she ended up facing an entirely different kind of disaster. The restaurant where she hosted the event sent her a bill for $4,000. Tina, being Tina, tried to get out of paying it. Instead of handling the situation responsibly, she attempted to run out of the restaurant without settling the bill. Unfortunately for her, the staff at the restaurant had already anticipated her move. They noticed her suspicious behavior and called the police before she even made her escape attempt. So when Tina tried to dash out the door, 2 officers were already waiting for her. They quickly grabbed her and brought her back inside, making it clear that she couldn't just walk away from her financial obligations. At that point, Tina was given a choice: either pay the $4,000 bill immediately or spend the night in jail and face legal action. Realizing she had no way out, she reluctantly pulled out her credit card and paid the full amount. That moment must have been humiliating for her, but it was also a consequence of her own actions. The fallout from that night was severe for Tina. Not only did she lose a significant amount of money, but her reputation also took a major hit. Everyone from school knew what had happened, and any remaining goodwill she might have had was completely gone. People saw her for who she truly was, someone who schemed, manipulated, and ultimately brought destruction upon herself. Now, Tina faces the daunting task of trying to recover from the financial mess she created. It will likely take her years to pay off the debt from that night. On top of that, she has to live with the knowledge that her former classmates genuinely dislike her. Tina always seemed desperate for validation and attention, but her actions only served to push people further away. To be fair, everything that happened to Tina was the result of her own choices. She brought this on herself, and I can't find it in me to feel sorry for her. She wanted to cause trouble for me, but instead she ended up sabotaging her own life. The irony of it all isn't lost on me, and I think it's safe to say her downfall was a form of poetic justice. Looking back, I hope Tina has learned something from all of this. Maybe she'll think twice before trying to manipulate or hurt others in the future. Then again, knowing Tina, it's hard to say if she'll truly change. Regardless, her drama is no longer my problem. As for me, I'm focusing on the positives in my life. Reconnecting with Brett was a blessing, and I'm excited about the future we're building together. The drama with Tina feels like a distant memory now, and I'm more than happy to leave it in the past where it belongs. In the end, life has a funny way of working out. Tina tried to bring me down, but instead she ended up exposing her true colors to everyone. Meanwhile, I found happiness and love in the process. If there's one thing I've learned from all of this, it's that karma has a way of balancing things out. Tina's actions caught up with her, and she's paying the price, literally and figuratively. So here's to moving forward and leaving all the negativity behind. Tina can deal with the consequences of her choices, and I'll continue focusing on the people and experiences that truly matter. Life is too short to waste on drama and bitterness. All I can do is hope Tina finally realizes that too. But if she doesn't, well, that's her problem, not mine. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.